Hi guys, I feel like I haven't filmed the Get Ready With Me in a while. In fact, I haven't filmed a video in a while because I'm filming this ahead of my favourites, and yeah, you know what they say, life gets in the way, and at the moment the insane darkness is just crazy. This side of the house where I now film, it's just a dark room. You can kind of see in the back, you can't even kind of see that half of the room, it's so dark, and it is lunchtime, it's 12 o'clock, that's insane. So I lose light really, really quickly, and if I put off filming videos, I just don't film them. So apologies, but I'm back with a Get Ready With Me, or I will have already been back with my favourites, but this is the makeup I was wearing in my favourites. So this is my everyday makeup, this is what I've been wearing recently, just kind of very, very basic, the same stuff all the time, and people keep stopping outside my house in cars, and I'm like, are they stopping outside my house, or are they driving past? They're driving past, never mind. So anyway, this is the stuff that I'm reaching for on a kind of daily basis, and it's really, really plain and simple, but I'll just kind of run you through it. So my all-time favourite, Revlon Colorstay. The colour I'm using is Ivory, which is a little bit pale, but you know, I blend it out and it looks fine. A lot of stuff kind of oxidizes on me at the moment, and I think that it's because of the powder that I'm using, but I really like the powder that I'm using, and I'm just going to continue to use it anyway. So I try to start as pale as possible in case that happens, but foundation first, and this is just my absolute favourite. I know people say they don't like it and they can feel it on the skin and it's heavy and all that stuff, but I don't think that at all. If you compare it to something like, what's it called, Estee Lauder Double Wear, which is very heavy and definitely has its place for me. I really like Estee Lauder Double Wear for in the summertime when I want something that's going to last. It's not the most oil control that you can possibly get, but for wear time on oily skin, it's absolutely amazing. So I would recommend that if you were thinking of something like that, but people say that this is really heavy, so I don't know. When my skin's a bit dry, I do feel it on my skin, but when I'm oilier, it's my favourite. A concealer that I've used basically consistently for I don't know how long. I've tried other ones and I just don't like anything as much, and it's the Instant Anti-Age Eraser from Maybelline. I don't even think this lasts all that well on me, but the initial application and the finish, I just can't beat it. There are other ones that I've tried that last longer, but they're drying and they kind of tend to settle into lines and all that stuff, and it's just not that great. So I do just prefer the way that this looks, and yeah, okay, it might not last that long, but I know that what lasts won't look terrible. Maybe my dark circles will start showing through, but it's not going to be, you're not going to see kind of the fine lines as bad as you will with something that lasts a little bit longer. So, you know, it's a trade-off, but it depends on what you're looking for. The powder, again, that I've been using for a long time, I really like the Tony Moly powder in the compact, the cat, but that stays in my handbag. So the one that I have here, I might actually get one of the Tony Moly, I have no idea, I can't say it. I might actually get one of those to set my face with in the morning time, because I do prefer that, really. It's just that I don't want to take it out of my bag, because if I take it out of my bag, it'll sit on here, and then when I want to powder my face when I'm out of the house, it won't be there. Does anyone else feel like that? When people say they have a full bag of makeup with them every single day, and they're like, oh, this changes depending on what I'm wearing, I would never remember to put a full face of makeup. I don't know if it's not the time or just the inclination, probably. I just couldn't be bothered to change out a whole makeup bag worth of makeup for every single day. That's just crazy to me. I'm then going to use the Arch and Shape Ultra Brow from Revolution. Ooh, camera moved slightly because I'm moving my mirror. And it has one end that's a pencil, like a twist up pencil, and you're supposed to do your, I think, initial definition with this. So I like to do just a little bit because it is quite dark, darker than I would like, and I think this was the lightest one that I got. Unfortunately, with a lot of Makeup Revolution stuff like this, and the blush sticks are the same, you can't actually tell what something is once you've taken it out of the packaging. It says what the actual product is, but all of the blush sticks, once you've taken them out of the packet, just say the one blush stick, and they're either in like a matte packaging or a shiny packaging, so that'll tell you what the finish is, but you don't know what the colour is, so that's annoying. And it's the same with this. So I think on the packaging it said light or fair or whatever. But if I ever actually see Revolution in my local Superdrug, I will pick up whatever the fair is just to compare. Because I do really like this. The other side, if I didn't tell you, sorry, is a felt tip. which is slightly lighter. It's overall still a lot darker than I'm used to, but when I wear my hair up and my roots are coming through, it doesn't look all that crazy really, because my roots are considerably darker than my hair is when I've had it highlighted. I was thinking the other day, oh my god, my roots are so terrible, and I realised it's nearly a month since I went, because I was like, oh, it's only been a couple of weeks. But I actually had it done just before the Cosmo Awards, like the day off, and I think that was like the 7th or the 8th or something. Another thing with eyebrows, really annoying, I can never get them the same. I know they're supposed to be sisters and not twins, but one of them is always considerably bigger, and I don't know which one it is, but it's always the same one. Probably this one. I probably try and overcompensate, and obviously the angle that you're looking in the mirror, you probably can't see. I don't really care. They're always like that. People will always say, oh, I like your left eyebrow, your right eyebrow, whatever, because it's always different. They can't be the same. They aren't the same, and I can't make them the same. I just can't. Keep moving the camera. Okay, the mirror's coming back, because now I'm going to use Schwing Black Liquid Eyeliner from the Balm. This is my new favourite liquid liner. I was using gel for a while, and in fact, I can't talk while I do this. We know this from future reference, from past experience. So I'm going to kind of fast forward this part. Okay, so that's my liner. I'm not even doing the flick because I don't want to. I have a finite amount of time. I always say this when I'm filming. I have a finite amount of time. Everyone has generally a finite amount of time to do a task. But like I say, recently, something about whether it be the lighting or me not being ready or the fact that the baby does not want to give me any time at all to film a video, I really do have like short periods of time in which I can actually film something, so I don't really want to spend that time trying to correct a ridiculous mistake that I've made with winged liner. So I'm kind of coming around to the like liquid liner, just lining my eye line rather than winging it out. I quite like it for multiple reasons, that's one of them, but I actually do like the way it looks as well. So this mascara that I'm using, what's it called? Volume 1 Second Mascara from Bourjois. I love this mascara. It's my favourite. It definitely has that kind of volume, but it also separates the lashes, which is what I like, and now I've got it on my eyelid. I like them to be separated and defined, but I like that volume too, and this brush is amazing. I actually have the kind of super black version, or whatever it is. I think it's in a golden black tube waiting to be used, so I can't wait to try that one. Okay, the camera cut off and I didn't realise, so I'll start that again. Makeup Revolution. Worst time with YouTube right now. Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Blush in Loved Me the Best is what I've just been putting on my cheeks, and as I was saying, but it wasn't recording, I just want to put a little bit of something on my cheeks because, and this is just kind of like a tiny bit of colour and also a sheen. I'm going to blend that out a little bit because I think it's a bit more colour than I wanted. And a little sheen because I'm going to go really bold on the lips. I'm going to use my Revlon Matte Balm in Unapologetic, which I haven't used in so long. I don't even remember the last time I used this. I've been really liking Sultry recently, which is a real nice kind of deep nude colour. But this is my favourite. The thing about this is, that's annoying, is it's kind of worn down to a nub. That's really difficult to apply to the lips. I can't really get a nice shape the same way that I used to. And you can't really sharpen it. I wonder. I knew I had a hot pink lip pencil somewhere. This is from Look Beauty, which I'm not sure is even a thing anymore. It's Loud Lip Liner in Rock Candy. And I'm going to try. Do the definition with that, although it's not the same pink. It's more of a blue pearl pink. Okay, I love that. I saw a picture of Cara Delevingne, I don't know, I'm not down with the kids like that. And she was wearing this, it's on Pinterest, which is my new favourite thing, and she was wearing this kind of winged liner and this really neon bold lip, and I just thought, oh, I need to wear Unapologetic again tomorrow because it just reminded me so much of it. So that is it. That's kind of my everyday look, all but for the lipstick, which changes every single day. I just thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I've been wearing a lot of neutrals, a lot of kind of paler pinks and things, and obviously a lot of kind of deep red plum colours, but like I say, bold it up today, make it a little bit different, but everything else is pretty much the same I've been wearing for more than a month. Quickly do it. This is my daily makeup. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Like I say, I wanted to make it kind of a quick fire video as opposed to my normal get ready with me's, which can really ramble on. I wanted to make a quicker one, and then I'm making the end super long to kind of compensate, so you know, makes no sense. But I'll link what I can in the info bar, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!